Let me tell you something, life can throw you a twist you never see coming, even when you think you've got every piece on your chessboard under control. I should know. That was the day I found out my whole life had been built on a foundation I didn't even know was there. You want a story? Buckle up, because what happened to me could happen to anyone, and trust me, you won't see the ending coming. So, there I was, Micah Arrow. They call me the youngest billionaire in the country. Big deals, fast cars, always a step ahead. That morning, I was driving through a dusty little village with my crew, scouting land for a new luxury resort. You know, the drill big plans, lots of money on the table. My black SUV rolled slow past the crowded market, sun beating down, dust curling up around the tires. And then, out of nowhere, this little girl just stops me in my tracks. She couldn't have been older than 6, standing there barefoot in a faded school uniform, tray of roasted yams held up like she was offering the world a gift. Her face was tired, too tired for a kid that age, but she stood straight, her chin high, like she had something to prove. I looked once, then again. Something about her just grabbed me by the throat. And then I saw Eden necklace around her neck. Not just any necklace. My necklace. A silver chain, carved lion pendant. One of kind. The kind you only give away when you think you're never going to see it again. I stepped out of the car, people stared, probably thinking, what's this rich guy want with the yam girl? But I didn't care. I walked right up to her, tried to keep my voice gentle. What's your name? I asked. She stared up at me with these big brown eyes, and I swear, my heart skipped a beat. Hope, she said. And when I asked about the necklace, her hand went right to it. My mama gave it to me, she whispered. That's when I got this chill down my spine. So I asked, where's your father? She just blinked and said, I've never met him. And, yeah, that's when my world started shifting. Then she tells me her mama's sick, and she sells yams after school to help out. And I'm standing there, billionaire big shot, but suddenly none of it means anything. So I take out my wallet and buy every single piece of yam she's got. I try to offer her a ride home. It's not safe, I say, but she shakes her head. Mama says no talking to strangers. You know what? I respect that. So she packs up her tray, thanks me, and melts back into the crowd. Gone just like that. I'm left there speechless. I tell my driver, follow her, but don't let her see you. I need to know where she lives. 10 minutes later, he comes back empty-handed. She vanished, he says. How does a kid move like smoke? That night, I can't sleep. That little girl with the tired eyes and my old necklace just keeps running through my head. So the next morning, I go back. This time I'm not empty-handed. I bring a bag, school books, shiny shoes, a teddy bear, a lunchbox, and a couple of storybooks. Anything to put a smile on that face. She's there again, same spot. When she sees me, she narrows her eyes. You came back. I tell her I'm not a bad guy. I offer her the bag. She checks inside, and when she sees all the new things, her guard finally drops, just a little. Are these all for me? She asks. I nod. If you want them. And she says, this kid's got guts. You gotta admire it. If you're not bad, I'll take you to my mama. But if you lie, I won't talk to you again. Deal. She leads me through winding paths to this broken-down little hut at the edge of the village. The walls are cracked, the roof's patched with tin and old rags. She knocks. The door opens, and a woman stands there, skin pale, eyes half shut with fever. She sees me and just freezes, like she's seen a ghost. She tells me her name is Grace. And the way she says it, something in me stirs, like an echo from a life I barely remember. And then, all at once, I'm thrown back 7 years, music, dark club, a woman laughing, dancing. We talked, we drank, we danced until sunrise. I remember giving her that necklace, calling her the strongest girl I ever met. But by morning, I was gone. No note, no number, just a necklace on her pillow. Now, here we are, present day. She's looking at me like she knows every mistake I ever made. I ask how Hope got the necklace. She lies, says she found it on the street. I know it's not true, but she's shaking, sick, and I let it go. I try to give her money for medicine. She refuses. You don't get to fix things with cash, she snaps. I get it, even if it hurts. But I can't walk away. I come back every day. I help Hope with her homework, bring her snacks, storybooks. At first, she's quiet, but soon she's laughing, telling me about her world. There are moments sitting there with her, watching life in that village, that I feel a kind of peace I never found in any penthouse. But nothing comes easy, right? My assistant pulls me aside, third meeting I've missed, board's upset, media's buzzing about why I'm spending so much time in the slums. But for the first time, I don't care what the board thinks. This isn't business. It's something real, something I can't put a price on. One night, I'm at home in my big mansion, city lights out the window, fiancé across from me, flipping through wedding catalogs. She's perfect, Tiana. Everything my world expects me to want. But I'm not really there. My mind is back in that village, with hope, with grace. Later, when I'm alone, I open my drawer, and there's this tiny toy lion Hope gave me for when you're sad, she said. I stare at it like it's the most precious thing I own. And then comes the storm. One day, rain pouring down, I bring food and medicine to Grace's hut. I hear her inside, talking on the phone. He doesn't remember anything, but he keeps coming. He talks to her like she's already his. I freeze. Then she says it. He doesn't even know she's his daughter. My breath just stops. All those weeks, all those feelings, and now it makes sense. Hope is my daughter. I can't hold it in. I push open the door, soaked to the bone, voice shaking. Why didn't you tell me? I shout. Why did you keep her from me? Grace's eyes fill with tears, but her spine is steel. Because you left once. Because I was scared you'd come, love her, and disappear again. I dropped to my knees. I didn't know, but now I do. I love her. I want to be here for her. For you. Will you marry me? Grace is speechless. Just then, my phone buzzes Tiana's voice, a message, begging me not to make any decisions before we talk, says she has something important to tell me. And right then, Hope peeks around the curtain. Are you really my dad? She asks. I open my arms. She runs to me, and I hold her tight, promising I'll never leave again. I stand, pull the engagement ring from my pocket, the one I bought for Tiana, and set it down on the table. I love you, I say to Grace, but I have to close a chapter before I start another. I step outside. The rain stopped. For a moment, it feels like the whole world's holding its breath. But not far away, Tiana's racing toward us, her hand on her stomach, tears streaming down her face. He's mine, she whispers. He just doesn't know about the baby yet. So here we are, the billionaire, the girl with the lion pendant, the woman from the past, and a storm of secrets on the horizon. Tell me, what would you do? Should Micah choose Grace and Hope, or Tiana, the soon-to-be mother of his son? Drop your thoughts below, because this isn't just my story. It's about what's right, what's fair, and who gets to write the next chapter.